Welcome to episode 12 of the Cards and Cartridges podcast. I'm your host, Ryan, aka OG Retro. I'm here with my man, Chris, aka Koozie Retro Games. Today, we got a whole lot of things to talk about. We're talking about Pokemon Go introducing floating balloon ads. Yes, you heard that right. Advertisements in the form of hot air balloons. Pretty weird. We're also talking about motion controls and what you think about them. Chris is a Wii era child, and
Yes.
he's gonna weigh in on this popular debate. Are they good? Are they bad? What do we think? Chris is also talking about and leading us through pet peeves in collecting. What are our gripes and complaints when collecting? And maybe I don't know if Chris planned to talk about how others collect or not, but we'll see. Anyway, we'll see how violent we want to get.
Yes.
And then also, lastly, we'll be talking about like right off the bat selling points for potential lot purchases. You see a lot on Facebook or Mercari. And what are the first things that grab your attention? We'll be talking about that at the end. Chris, do you want to start us off with pet peeves? And should we start with a negative top? No, let's talk about the Pokemon.
I got a problem real quick.
Yeah, problem.
Episodes 1 through 10,
Mhm.
you would go through Welcome to the Cards and Cartridges podcast, go through what we're talking about, the agenda. Then you'd ask me how I'm doing. The last two episodes, you have not asked me how I'm doing, and I'm kind of offended.
No, that's true. How are you, Chris?
I'm good now.
I'm gonna apologize for that.
I finally get the stage that I deserve. I'm drinking an ice cold Busch Light. It's 80 degrees and sunny outside here in Michigan today. Life can't be better.
That's what I like to hear. I'm watching a gigantic bee buzz outside my window right now. It's kind of terrifying.
Thank God it's outside. Have you ever had a bee fly in your car while you're driving?
No, but now you're giving me something to worry about. I don't like
I've had a bee fly in the car while I'm driving and I panicked.
What did you do?
Pulled over and jumped out and then scurried it out with like an ice scraper in my truck.
Yeah, no, it seems like the appropriate move.
All right. Well, what are we getting into first now that I'm high and happy on life?
All right, here we go. Pokemon Go, the popular game made by our friends over at Niantic. I think the Pokemon company's involved, but Niantic makes the game. Anyway, they're introducing or rolling out floating balloon advertisements. And some of the popular chains that are associated, I just stuttered real hard, associated with that. Food delivery company Grubhub is using these to full extent, advertising on Pokemon Go with these balloon advertisements. What do you think about that, Koozie? Is someone involved, interested in marketing?
Do you still play Pokemon Go?
No, I don't, but here we go. So I played it when it came out, obviously, for a long while, and then I stopped, obviously. And then I played it again for maybe like a month and a half, 2 months, a while back. Maybe
when did it pop off? Like 2016?
Yeah, it was 2016 or 2014, one of those 2 years.
Yeah, because I remember like 2016, I was probably senior year of high school, and I remember just cruising around nonstop with my buddies, just playing this game. And that was like at the height when everybody was addicted. Like everybody was out and about at parks and just everything, and you knew, like, you just could tell who was playing Pokemon Go. It was insane.
It was kind of beautiful.
I don't play it anymore.
We really need imagine Pokemon Go right now. It would be kind of
like during the pandemic.
Yeah, could we still do it?
I mean, people are still playing it, I guess. But I mean, I think
true.
advertising during it is, I mean, as long, I guess I would prefer the kind of hot air balloon ads. I hate like your typical iPhone game where you play a level and a half, then you get interrupted by a 30-second ad, and the X's in the top right corner is small enough for you have to hit it with a thumbtack.
Yeah.
So as long as it's not overly powering your face, taking up your phone screen, and it doesn't get too addy and spammy, why not? Let Pokemon Company make their money.
And I think you can actually get like certain rewards from the ads too. So I don't even think it's like that terrible. Like you might even be able to get like coupons and stuff from that, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
So it seems like
it's not just like 100% selling you. Like you might get like $20 off your first Grubhub order or something like that.
Right. Exactly. So
I mean, I wonder how many people still play Pokemon Go. I think
Let's
this would have
see.
been a lot
I'm gonna
more
look it up.
effective. I think this would have been a lot more effective back in 2016 when everybody and their brother was playing Pokemon Go. But
Take a guess.
I don't know how many people still play Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
20 million.
You're wrong. It's 67 million.
Wow. I wonder what that's like comparable to 2016.
Let's see. I bet
Because
they have those numbers.
like I said, I don't play anymore. A lot of my buddies don't play it, and it was insane. That was the most popular game in the world at that time.
So daily numbers were 28 million back in the day. Daily numbers are not that much now. Daily numbers are like 6 million now. So I was quoting total users.
Probably active, probably just accounts or
So
whatever.
it's gone down by like a sixth. I mean,
Wow.
no, 5/6.
Yeah,
Whatever
six.
that
So
percentage
it went from
is,
like
I don't
20
know
to
what it is.
8, 20 to 8 million. You said
28 million to 8 million ish. Yeah. So
down 20 million users. Yeah. So I mean, 8 million users is still a lot of people to get out there, and I wonder how much AdSense. I wonder how much Grubhub and these other ads are paying to actually be on these apps. It's probably gotta be insane.
It probably is. It's probably a big deal, but I bet it's pretty effective, honestly.
Oh,
Like, an app like
100%.
Grubhub, you're out and about playing Pokemon
I was about
Go.
to say people. I mean,
Or like
but I don't know.
Dunkin' Donuts. That could
Yeah, I was gonna say more of a Dunkin' Donuts type deal or something like that. Because like if you're driving around playing, you see
actually
Dunkin'
can't
Donuts ad,
get
you're
Grubhub
like,
delivered to
oh,
you if you're moving. That's
Yeah.
a stupid ad, Grubhub. What are you thinking?
yeah.
That's dumb. These people are on the move.
No, yeah, I agree. Something like an actual brick and mortar store we have to go to. I think
Yeah.
it's great. And like I said, my biggest thing is it's not overtaking of the screen.
Yeah, no, it seems pretty non-invasive. It seems good. I like it. Do you wanna go with something not good? Talking
Let's
about
talk
pet
about
peeves.
let's talk about pet peeves and collecting. We all have them.
Mhm.
There's things in the collecting scene, whether it be cards or cartridges, that just get under our skin and just make us cringe and we don't like. Everybody's got them, whether you do or you don't. Is there any that kind of pop out the top couple to you that are your big pet peeves?
I want you to go first on this one.
Because you want
I'm
to see
gonna-
how hard I'm gonna
Yeah,
go.
I'm gonna plead the fifth until I hear what you say.
I'm
And I
gonna
think
I'm gonna
this is the
start.
correct
I'm gonna
play.
start soft.
Okay.
And this is something with like mainly people who don't know what they're doing. I hate when people ship like
I love it already.
cardboard boxes and like bubble mailers. Like if you're shipping me a CIBN 64
Okay,
game
that's
and you
easy.
send me a bubble mailer in it, we'll start off easy. Things
Yeah.
like that. I hate
Yeah, you're a dumbass if you do that.
DM for prices.
Okay, you're gonna hit it back to
Yeah.
back. Yeah, DM for prices. I do that sometimes.
Okay, but okay.
I fully do
no,
that.
sorry, not DM for prices. DM offers.
Okay.
Two different things.
I don't think
like
I
DM
may
for
have done that like
offers,
one time in my life, but probably I don't do it.
But it was I like DM for offers when it's something with like low sales history and it's hard to put a price on. If
That's
you're
really
saying
the only time
DM for
it's
offers on your Contra for NES, or you're
That's really
saying
dumb.
DM for offers on your complete box Mario 64, you are just fishing. You are
pretty
you know you want 120 in your head, but you're hoping Gamer Collector 42 will DM you and say, I'll give you 140.
Yeah, that's wild. Is Contra worth that much on the NES?
No, I don't know. I'm just
I was like,
pulling
hold
numbers.
up.
But like that DM for prices is a big one.
Oh,
I hate
here,
people.
I got one.
Go ahead.
A gripe of mine with the TCG collecting scene is grading shitty cards.
Yeah.
And I know that's like a card is subjective, but like if you're grading base unlimited dugong,
Yeah.
I don't get it.
What are your thoughts
You're
on
just
eBay?
you're just contributing to the massive backlog that these grading companies are dealing with, and saturating the already saturated market with shit.
What are your thoughts on the eBay listings who are like showing on ungraded card and the listings are like PSA 10 question mark question mark question mark?
I've done it, dude.
100% hot.
I've done it. eBay's a different ball game, my friends. It's like YouTube. You got to go with clickbait.
What about if
unless
it's a PSA
you
9?
can't
What if
lie.
it's a PSA 9 and like possible PSA 10 regrade.
I think I've done that too.
Yeah.
I think I've done that too, and I understand why people don't like it. I'm not gonna knock people that don't like that one because I get how that's kind of annoying.
Yeah.
However, in my defense, I feel like I've done it when I think it's actually true.
I agree. I think I agree with you on that one. That wasn't a pet peeve. That was just me asking you what you feel about it. But you hit the nail on the head. You have to treat eBay like it is YouTube.
Yeah. eBay's really and that's why I don't fully I way more prefer selling on Instagram and just to people I know and shit because it's just better. I don't really
Yeah.
like dealing with eBay and that kind of thing. Um
Another pet peeve I have is like I hate when someone's like people who try to show each other up or try to act like they're better than each other. Someone will post, "Oh, I just got this copy of Pokemon Crystal," and someone's like, "Oh yeah, well I have a factory sealed graded 9.8 A++++ graded copy,"
right. I think
and they're not they're doing it in like a "I'm better than you" type of
right.
way.
There's something different than like joining in the fun. It's two different things. Like joining in the fun of like showing off something cool because someone else like inspired you to post something.
Yes.
You can do that in a respectful way for sure. But then yeah, like what you said, it's pretty annoying. Oh, I think this is just general. I mean, dude, the thing is, Chris, you can really fire me up with this topic. And that's
I
not
want to. I want to fire you up.
no, dude. Fired up Ryan isn't good. It's not a good look. No,
Only if Ryan was 3 beers deep, then fired up Ryan would probably
exactly.
be even
That's
more
what
fun.
it would be. No, but I think people one of my collecting pet peeves is and just general in life is people not knowing like when they're wrong
Oh
and
yeah.
like don't know how to be wrong. Like if you
Yeah.
come informed with like facts and prices or like just like knowledge about a certain thing and then someone comes at you and just is like no you're wrong and like for whatever bullshit they want to say and
Yeah.
then like they can't be proven wrong. That's weird. And so a specific example sticks out to me and this was just like a Facebook thing. So I'm not going to call out anybody on Instagram, but a Facebook thing. I was trying to buy a lot, like offering a really good price, and the guy had a copy of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and I was like, that's it's a fake Ocarina of Time. Like it was a fake Ocarina of Time. Can I just offer you like you can keep that, and I'll just give you like $25 less. Just take off
Yeah.
because he agreed to the original price, and I was just like, just take off $25. You keep Ocarina of Time, and he freaked out saying
Man.
that he knew way more than me. He was a collector and all this shit, and that Ocarina of Time was real and some local shop that. And I was just like, dude, that's. And then he just didn't want to sell it to me because he thought I was trying to scam him or something. I was like,
That's annoying. I mean, that's yeah, just people who are too high on their horse and
yeah.
they don't understand.
And I think I try to pride myself on being able to know when I'm wrong,
Yeah.
And I think that's just an important thing, especially when
You're
collecting.
wrong about ranch being
No,
disgusting.
ranch is fucking disgusting. I will die on that hill.
No,
I will
no, no,
literally
no,
die on that
no,
hill.
no.
Ranch is so fucking gross.
I had ranch earlier. It was delicious.
All right, I
Uh,
like this pet peeves though. Can we keep going?
Yeah. I mean, if you got another one fired off, I'm trying to think. I hate people who hate on resellers who like end up being a reseller myself,
Mm,
and people who like make it their life mission just to scold resellers. I saw some shit today on Twitter. It was a toy reseller,
mm-hmm.
and his caption was, "All it cost me was a $10 Starbucks card. Now I get a text every time the new pallet of toys comes in, and it's him at like Target with a full cart of toys." And I don't know if he paid one of the employees a $10 Starbucks card and was
That's
like,
what it
"Hey,
sounds like.
hope you have a great day. Here's a $10 Starbucks card. Do me a favor and text me when these toys come in." Or if he gave it to the distributor and the distributor texts him.
Yeah.
But
Um,
buddy, I can see it being a scummy thing, but buddy, go get your money. Go make your money. And I bet you these toy resellers are crazy. They will buy all year long, get the biggest storage unit you can,
what are they buying?
not sell one thing, and then Christmas time, Q4 comes around and they unload all their inventory and they do like 200K in sales in Q4.
Wow.
Yeah. toy resellers are
didn't know
another
that.
breed, and it's just there's always that hot toy that's out at that time, but it might be these new, there's like squish animals or squishables is a hot toy out right now, or if like,
Sounds dumb.
yeah, it's dumb, but like
Yo,
it's what the
toys
kids
these
want.
days are dumb.
I bet you it's
These
just
days
like
are
all
dumb.
these like kids who watch YouTube, and then
Yeah.
these YouTuber kids play with them, and the kids are wanting. But then now we get people who are like, yeah, but you're taking away from the kids. Now my kid can't get his toy for Christmas. And I see that, but if people are paying the reselling prices, why not?
Koozy's a. I'm not gonna finish that sentence. You guys can finish that
A
sentence.
ranch lover.
Ranch
Koozy's a
lover. I'll go to my next pet peeve though.
Yeah.
My next pet peeve, and maybe the last one. I don't want to get, dude. I feel bad. But people who don't know what kind of condition their shit's actually in.
Oh.
Like
Do they say like this is mint perfect,
Yeah.
and it's not?
and it's not.
Are they trying to, are you talking like them just like talking about it in general, or like when they're trying to sell it?
When they're trying to sell it.
So they want to get PSA
Honestly,
10 price.
both. Honestly,
So
both.
they want to get like
both.
PSA 10 prices when it's not PSA 10 quality.
Yeah. That's crazy. I mean, people trying to get like graded prices for raw cards, that's a fucking pet peeve. But that's not even what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I'm saying like near mint prices for a light played card or like stuff like that.
God.
Like, because that difference makes a lot. Like, I sell, like, everyone that bought shit from me last week, shout out Thursday live claim sale, 8 p.m. Eastern. We might be taking a break. I might have one this week solo, whatever, who knows. There is going to be a box break this week, Thursday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Check out my Instagram, sign up for that. Anyways, but this is coming out after that, so it have already happened. So never mind. Go watch that. What was I saying though? Because now I've interrupted
PSA
myself
10
by
qualities when it's not PSA 10, raw prices where they want graded
yeah.
prices.
Right. Yeah, exactly. Because as someone who sells, like, when I sell a near mint card, like, I really mean like near mint, and like I give those. I don't want people thinking my prices are high because of, I don't know.
But also, you're not charging the PSA. You're not charging the PSA 10 price. You're charging the comparable
price.
Raw price.
Yeah.
Another huge thing I have, and it's not like, it's more of a reselling thing, is when people, it's mainly on eBay. I really don't have this on Instagram. Mainly eBay, when people are impatient about their packages. Somebody, especially with the way the post office is going right now, somebody bought something from me. I shipped it on April 20th. So, and this was like 2 days ago. So April 20th, April 25th, they opened up a case with eBay saying they haven't received their item yet, even though tracking shows it was in their state, and eBay put like $60 on hold for me.
That's ridiculous. Yeah, that's stupid. Like you said,
the fact that they can
even,
even, and they're just messaging after like, hey, it's party mail 2 days. Like, where's my package at? And I'm like, dude, like, it's on its way. Once I upload tracking and it shows scanned in by the post office, there is nothing I can do. It's out of my hands, unfortunately. I did everything I could.
Yeah. No, that is an understandable pet peeve.
If we could keep going all day, but if you guys got any pet peeves in collecting or reselling, please let us know, because we'd love to get fired up with you.
Yeah,
we'd love to get fired up with you.
Yeah.
What's next?
What's next? We're talking about motion controls, Chris. You're a Wii kid.
Yes.
You're a Wii kid. You grew up in the Wii era, so you grew up with motion controls. Nintendo first to do it right, I'd say.
Yeah, I mean, the PS3 did it, but PS3 wasn't really, they didn't really have any notable games to use it.
Yeah, not really.
I love it.
The Wii did it first.
Yeah, so I love the Wii. I love how just they integrated everything. The biggest thing, and the one that everybody knows, is just Wii Sports. How you're swinging the bat, you're throwing the ball, you're playing tennis. Like, that's the most notable motion control game on the Wii, I'd say. And once you get into some of these other games like Zelda, I know it does it well. And like the Switch even just built on it.
Whoa. You did not play Zelda on the Wii, Koozy.
No, but I watched
Zelda on the Wii was absolutely awful. It's way better on the GameCube.
No, I'm talking from a motion control standpoint.
No, I know.
How they use the motion controls.
They used it in a... We're Skip that
Pretend
one.
I didn't say it.
Skip that one. Wii Sports was a really good example.
Would you count like the drums for Rock Band a motion control?
No, it's like a music peripheral.
Okay.
I
So I think
think.
something like that too was cool. And the Wii was kind of first to do that.
Mhm.
Oh, I think. But even just like building on it with and like Wii Fit, you can count, I guess Wii Fit, it's a peripheral, but it's like you're in like it gets you up and
In
moving and you're not
motion.
just holding a controller.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
I think the Wii Fit was a great thing and it really got people moving and exercising. And then they're just keep on building onto it. So like the Switch, they came out with Ring Fit Adventure. And I know a
Yep.
bunch of people use
That's
Ring
what I
Fit
was going to talk
Adventure
about.
to have you played it or used
Yeah,
it at
dude,
all?
I did a little bit of Ring Fit Adventure when it first came out, and then I sold it. Like, because honestly, like a reseller, because the prices on them went through the roof when COVID hit.
Yep.
And I was like, fuck, dude, I can't. The extra $100 in my pocket is worth more than my health right now.
Brian's been going on runs recently. Shout out to him.
Yeah, dude, I have 2 months of running so far.
That's
It's
awesome,
exciting.
brother.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome. But I think I love motion controls. There are times when I just want to sit down and like use a PlayStation controller and play, and it's good for some games. Like I I don't think I'd sit down and play like Call of Duty on the Wii or like a shooting
That was
game.
like one of the first Wii games I got was Call of Duty, and boy, was that a mistake.
Yeah, I've actually played that. And it's a nice idea, but it's annoying in the end. Or I
People
mean,
do say Resident Evil 4 is the best on the Wii. I've never played it on the Wii, but I guess that makes sense.
or even like those shooting games I believe are like good in small doses. Like even if you just go to like
Yeah.
the arcade and you play like Big Buck Hunter or
Right.
something like that, where you're actually like aiming the gun and shooting.
Yeah.
Like that,
I
that's
mean,
fun.
like Duck Hunt. It's
Yeah.
yeah. Duck
It
Hunt's not
just
motion controls, but it's
it's
you
got
know,
it's on the same level as like Rock Band or like Wii
mhm.
Fit.
Yeah.
Um, but it brings you more involved into the game. And I think that's the biggest thing.
So I agree with you, and I think it's gonna we're so this is when you're listening to this, the new Pokemon Snap will have been released. So yeah, I think if I'm not mistaken. Oh no.
When I think it
Yes.
releases
Yes, it releases on
on
Saturday.
Friday,
Releases
Saturday.
on Saturday before you're hearing this. So yeah, it'll be out. And motion controls are going to play a big part in this game, I think. They're using the gyro control on the Switch, the gyro function on the Switch,
Okay.
scopic gyro, to enable like or to use like the camera, to like
Mm-hmm.
point the camera and stuff. And I think that's going to be pretty cool because using an N64 controller to do that is pretty difficult. If you've never played Pokemon, I mean, it's not pretty difficult. It worked very well. Pokemon
Yeah.
Snap and N64 is fantastic, but I think it can be
It's your
improved.
typical Nintendo who are they're just gonna keep improving on it and do better the
Exactly.
next time.
Exactly. I think this is going to really work. I'm really excited to play it. That's kind of why I brought up this topic today, just so I could talk about how excited I am for Pokemon Snap. So yeah, if let
Dude,
us
even
know
some
if you're
sorry, go
playing,
ahead.
let us know if you're playing Pokemon Snap. If you're enjoying it so far, drop a comment.
Are you gonna get it? Are you gonna stream it at all?
100%. I'm streaming it from day one.
Awesome.
Streaming it from day one.
Even something like a system like the DS. They even did a little like motion control on the DS. I remember playing like this like face shooting game where you like took your DS and you use like the faces and like your camera roll and like you just moved your DS around the room and you shot like the different alien faces.
What?
Like yeah, so DS did some motion controls. I believe the 3DS did motion control, a little bit of motion control with Resident Evil, like moving it
Interesting.
around to see like the different camera angles and things like that. Um, I think it's great.
Yeah.
Have you played VR at all?
Yeah, dude. I had a PS4, PSVR for a while, and I sold it when I moved into my current space just because like there's really not enough room.
Yeah.
But it was really fun. It's really cool. It's something that everyone Should at least try once, you
I
know?
played it once. Some dude in college and like a dorm down the hall had it, and
Mhm.
we played it once, and it was insane.
What game did you play?
Lightsaber, whatever. You just kind of slashed the
Oh,
cubes
Beat
coming
Saber.
at
Beat
you.
Saber.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Beat Saber.
really cool. That was my favorite game.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think that technology is anywhere near where it will be, and I also
It's
think it's
already there's already stuff so much better than PSVR too. So
yeah, but I think it's still farther out than people think. I mean, like you don't see like people aren't just like as far as I know, people aren't just like playing VR games. Like the mass majority of people aren't just playing VR games daily.
100%. Until you can just like put on like a pair of like ski goggles or something that just like no, even smaller, like sunglasses
Yeah,
that like Bluetooth connect to a controller. Imagine
yeah,
that. Just
yeah.
Xbox with just they charge via like USB and
Are
then
you
there's
talking
no
like
wires.
you take out like your TV action? Your screens are like in your glasses, like a VR thing.
Yeah, this is what I'm talking about. It's all VR in your
That's
glasses.
crazy.
There's
Yeah,
dude, someone take this idea, make it, give me, I don't know, 15% and on a 1%
royalty.
royalty. That's the word I was looking for.
Shout out Shark Tank.
Shout out Shark Tank. Someone pick it up.
No, but I think VR is a great thing for motion controls. Nowhere near OB, and I think it's coming. It's going to be strong. Some systems going to come out with it. Does Xbox have any VR type deals, or is it just
The
PlayStation?
Connect, dude. Xbox Connect.
Connect.
Bro,
Yeah, but
that was the whole thing.
is that really
Oh,
VR?
not VR. I guess that was more motion controls.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. VR, I don't know.
Didn't they come out with a PS5 VR and it's a lot less like wires and it's all cleaned up and things like that?
I believe so. There's a newer version with yeah, less wires, which is essentially like the drawback to any VR is like the more wires, the more is connected to you, the less immersive it is.
Exactly. And I also think bringing like once it gets more mainstream to bringing the price down will be a lot better because they can get expensive.
Yeah, I mean PSVR is an insane value. I think I got mine for like 250 on Black Friday, and for
They're
that
still
much,
they're
it's
still worth that, like in the
yeah,
secondary market.
yeah, exactly. It they seem to have held their value too because it's a pretty incredible piece of technology. And
Definitely.
there's a lot of good games for it too. This kind of turned into a VR segment, but it's a good
I mean, it goes along with motion controls, I think.
yeah, I agree. I
I
agree.
love in the end, I love motion controls. I think they should expand on it. And it, like I said, it just immerses you more in the game and gets the people more involved. And then with them adding on like We Fit, like mainly We Fit, 'cause that's what I remember. But even like Ring Fit Adventure, you're marketing to a whole new demographic. Then you're not just kids playing games. The amount of moms that were doing
Oh yeah.
We Fit is insane, and that's probably one of the reasons why the Wii sold over 100 million systems or whatever it was.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right.
Dude,
You're
speaking of like now we're on exercise equipment. I had the opportunity, about a cyber bike on the Wii.
yeah,
I had the opportunity to buy the game and the bike complete in box
and you
for
didn't.
$100, and I passed. I just didn't have the space. I'm like, where the hell am I gonna put a Wii exercise bike?
It makes all the sense in the world. I would not buy
That's
that thing
worth
either.
good money. It's just one of those things where it's like it's cool and like even like this. Did you know the Super Nintendo had one?
Oh yeah. Super
Super
Nintendo had
Nintendo.
one. I believe the Dreamcast had a bunch of very strange exercising equipment. I mean, stadium events. Wasn't there? There was a mat. Like there was
The track and
the
field
track
mat or
and field
whatever.
mat. Yeah. So there's all sorts of weird accessories like that. Like exercise accessories have been a while around for. So I guess that's the Wii hasn't technically done that first.
No, but they were the first to do it right. Even like going back to the NES, Duck Hunt, it's in the ball game of motion controls. And then they also had another thing where it was like it looked like a battleship screen type deal, like digital battleship, and you like moved your hands on this like
Oh yeah, the
it looked like
Power
it
Glove too.
the Power Glove was one, yes. And then the NES had like this like motion control battleship looking thing where you played games with that.
Fuck yeah, dude. NES has been doing it for a while.
Do you own a Power Glove?
88. No, I don't. I've actually never had one even come through the inventory.
Neither do I. And that's one thing I want and one thing I want to keep.
Yeah, I would
Just for
probably
like the
if
just
I if
I
it
don't
was clean and like in box, I'd probably definitely keep it.
yeah.
Uh, but yeah,
I
Yeah.
know they take a bunch of sensors and things like that. I don't even think I'd attempt to like hook it up. Just
No,
as a
fuck that. As a
display
display
piece, it
piece, it's
looks
really cool.
so cool.
It's an important piece of history. The
Oh,
power
100%.
iconic. Um, yeah, but what else? We got one more topic. The right off the bat selling points for potential lot purchases. Why don't we talk about that?
Definitely. And this
That
was
was
something when we were talking about before we kind of started the episode, how we were going to word this. But I think so. It's like selling points for potential lot purchases. So you see a new picture posted on Facebook Marketplace, you're kind of scrolling through it. What are some key things you are looking for to be like, oh crap, this is worth the money? And I'm not talking about specific titles, but more like cat genres or franchises or things like that. Or if you're at a garage sale and you're digging through a bin of, say your knowledge isn't up to date on PS2 games, but you're digging through a bin of 40 PS2 games. What are some key things you are looking for to be like, okay, this game might be worth money?
I think for me, like this might be an obvious one for like TCG stuff, but like vintage holographic cards.
Yep.
Like, I mean, that's easy. If you see one, there might be more kind of thing. And along with that, this is like, I'll say a lesser known one. If you ever see a card with a gold star next to its name, I feel
Yep.
like gold stars kind of go under the radar sometimes.
Yeah.
As like there's Pikachu Gold Star, Triku Gold Triku. There's like very basic looking cards that can be gold star cards. And like those cards are worth crazy money. So on the TCG side, that's my first tip.
Also, with me for TCG, I look for hollows. I look for that first edition stamp.
First edition stamp. Good point.
First edition stamp, and even just like if you like, you just know, get up to date with the like vintage symbols. So
Yeah.
know what a jungle symbol looks like. Know what a base set 2 is obvious, but know what like a Neo Genesis symbol looks like. Things like that. Just real quick, it takes 10 minutes just to study the stuff. Just so when you're flipping through a binder at a garage sale, you have a high level of knowing what to look for.
Look, yeah, knowledge is power.
Oh,
And
100%. And my biggest thing is know the low hanging fruit in as many categories as you can.
yeah, no, that's true. And so another tip for video games then would be like if you're looking through, I find this very effective for PlayStation games. Look for horror games.
Oh, 100%.
So anything that looks a little spooky, you're probably going to want to grab. Those sell for a lot of money usually. I mean,
Horror.
you have Silent Hill, you've got the Resident Evils, you've got other weird games. I mean, Rule of Rose is like
Yes, Haunting
$1,000
Ground.
Haunting Ground. All these Caroline on the Wii is like or PS2 is worth tons of money.
It's
Or
even
not tons, but
expensive on
like
the
80
Wii.
bucks.
It's even
Yeah.
expensive on the Wii. I guess horror games across any system.
Yeah,
Horror
yeah.
games across
Look
any
out for hearts. And just spooky
RPGs.
games. RPGs usually a good bet. Yeah, usually a good bet. If you see titles that you can't really pronounce,
Yes,
but are
those
still
JR
English,
those
still English,
JRPGs,
but titles that you can't really pronounce, I'm gonna say those are usually a
or
good bet.
it's got like a funky text to it, to where you have to like
Funky
look at
text.
you have to look at the spine to where it's in normal text.
Right. No, there's definitely some, like if you see a funky looking game or a game that you've never seen, I think even just that, if you're someone that buys a lot, like if like is picking up lots on the regular
Yeah,
and you see something that you've never seen before, like for
grab
me,
it.
that's like the first red flag. If I see something in a lot that I've never seen before, I'm like, oh, wait up, hold up. I
Yes.
see thousands of games a day, I guess at this point, scrolling through Instagram.
Yeah.
It's like if it's something I've never seen before, you gotta do it. If you feel inclined to do a little bit of research about something you don't know, I think that's a good sign that lot might be a good one.
Yeah, definitely. And then I would also say kind of some franchises you want to look out for would be Capcom. Usually Capcom has some expensive games. Most of their games are a little pricey. Atlas
Atlas
titles,
is what I would have
especially on the
said.
DS,
Yeah.
have some expensive titles. So Capcom and Atlas are two main ones I would look
Squaresoft,
for.
Square
Squaresoft's got some good ones.
Enix, Square Enix, or whatever.
You can also, even just looking at like there's millions of variants to games.
Rare.
Looking at freaking like I'm in a Facebook group called High End Game Room, and this even happened yesterday. Guy was looking for a copy of Mario Bros on the end. It's just normal Mario Bros, no Duck Hunt or anything, but
Mhm.
he was looking for the
5 screw.
5 screw
Knew you were
variant.
gonna say that.
But he was also looking for in Nintendo Entertainment's or where it says like Nintendo Entertainment System. There's no TM for trademark after Entertainment System, and he was offering $50 plus shipping for a mint copy. And I walked up to my shelf, grabbed mine off the shelf, and I had his variant that he wanted. Unfortunately, mine's not mint, so he didn't
Mhm.
want mine.
Fair
But
enough.
I would have sold it.
Yeah.
But looking at just, I guess looking at like 5 screw, normally 5 screw NES games have a little bit of value to them.
Mhm.
So just knowing simple variants could very well help you in like being like, okay, this lot's worth it. And
Hell
then
yeah.
obviously things like complete in box, or if things have the
Yeah,
manuals
cardboard, dude. If you see cardboard, instant scoop.
sealed.
Sealed, another good call. Anything sealed, if it's in a lot of not sealed stuff, that's a good. Like if you see one thing sealed and the rest isn't sealed, and maybe it's someone that doesn't know exactly what they have. Good,
Yeah.
good bet there.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anything else I can think of with like trading cards or games.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, one more thing for trading cards is like misprints. I saw a misprint the other day in a lot, and I actually just was able to buy the misprint out of a lot, which was pretty cool. But
Nice.
yeah, if your eye is keen enough to catch misprints, that's another thing.
That's something smart too. Say you walk up on a bin of 40 PS2 games or whatever, and they want $100.
Yeah,
It's like, okay, I don't really want to pay $100 for a couple of good games and a bunch of common games. Grab out the horror games or grab out the RPGs and say, hey, will you do $3 a game or whatever? So instead of paying $100 and walking out with a bunch of junk and your good games, you're paying $9 for $300 worth of value or whatever.
exactly. That's a good tip. Very good tip.
Try to cherry pick.
Should we go to the viewer question of the last week?
We should. So little unprepared this week. I'm going on a 2-week road trip. We're recording episodes when we can. We had a viewer question come in last week that we decided to save. So every Wednesday, usually we ask on our Instagram at Cards and Cartridges Podcast for a viewer question. Feel free to ask us anything you want. This week's question came from Rock Pokemon. And I think Ryan, you'll be a good one for this. Why are Japanese cards usually less expensive than the English version of the card?
Well, that's an interesting question. Shout out Mr. Rock Pokemon himself, the boy, the homie. Um, I think Japanese cards are just a little less popular overall. I think there are probably more. I think it's just supply and demand. Like anything else, I think the demand for English cards, due to simple nostalgia factor in the U.S. market, is what keeps the English card prices demanding a premium over their Japanese counterparts. I think a lot of us as kids might have gotten Japanese cards and been a little upset.
Yeah.
We were
Yep.
like, damn, like I was expecting an English booster pack. We were ignorant little children and didn't realize that the Japanese cards were much better quality. The hollows were probably cooler. Just, so while I think, and I know Mr. Rock Pokemon, you think that Japanese cards are superior, I just don't think the demand for them is there through the masses quite
Do you
yet.
know if like in Japan are Japanese cards preferred over US cards?
I'm sure they are.
And I'd assume the biggest thing is just being the region.
Right,
Like being in the US, we want English cards.
right.
Being in Japan, you want Japanese cards. And
And
it's you can think of the
there
same
are
thing as
German
like,
collectors. There are German collectors who
yep,
prefer German Pokemon cards and
you can
Spanish
think of the
collectors
same
who
thing of
yeah.
why aren't Famicom games as popular as North American games
Yeah,
here in the
exactly.
US? I think it's just simple. We're in the US, we want to play US games
Most
type
people
deal.
don't, and if you're playing the TCG, you don't understand how to play because it's in Japanese. That doesn't work.
Yeah. And I wonder if it's something like maybe supply too. I was watching a Leonhardt video recently. He said something about Japanese packs, how you're guaranteed a hollow in
Oh, that's
most
true.
packs.
Yeah. In the
So I wonder if
older
there's just
vintage
more of them
packs.
out there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a good point. There are more. I don't know if yeah, that's a good point. I don't know how it affects the overall population of the hollows with there being a hollow in every pack. Like,
I'd assume more.
yeah,
There's definitely more.
yeah, yeah. You're probably right. That's a good point. So yeah, I don't know if that answers your question. I mean, Rock Pokemon. I know you know the answer, dude. Don't
I
act
think he
like
was just doing it.
yeah.
He was just doing it as a
I
here.
know.
Here
He
are
was being a
here are
very
views
nice
and
he was being a nice dude asking a question, helping us out with some giving us some content. But
yeah,
don't
and even
act
if like
you
like
know
the
that.
viewer question type deal, if it even if it's just a question where you know the answer to, but you think it'd be a
It'd
good
be a good
topic for the
topic.
podcast,
Exactly.
or you would more people would learn from it, I would love for you to ask us it.
I'm not ripping on him, by the way. I'm
No,
hoping he shares his insight with the people in the comments because Rock Pokemon's a good guy to go to for Japanese cards, that kind of stuff. Just Pokemon
dude.
cards in general.
One more thing I want to say. I want to say thank you for all the support so far. Seeing you guys
100%.
tag us in your Instagram stories. I've seen like people driving around listening to us. Somebody was listening to us on their flight. Like
Wow, that's lit.
we're a part of people's everyday
Wait, dude, wait,
lives.
wait. Somebody was listening to us on the flight?
Yeah, some
Bro,
dude like was
we've been in the air?
yeah, so some dude
You
like he
joined
took
the
a
Mile
he
High
must have had
Club?
like a trap phone or something like that, but he had like a Miller Lite and his phone on like the little fold down
No
tray and
way,
like
dude.
Cards and Cartridges podcast on
That
Spotify
got
was
me
playing.
hyped, bro. That
Yeah,
got
so
me
like
hyped.
the
Shout
fact
out
that
that
we're a
guy.
part of every people's everyday
Or
life.
girl. Shout out that guy or girl. That's lit.
Thank you so much, and continue to tag us where you're listening from. It literally motivates us and keeps us hyped to keep doing these every week.
100%, guys. Thank you again. Be on the lookout for another episode next week. And then we might be taking a break because Chris is traveling the country. But we love y'all.
Myself.
Chris is going to find himself. But we love y'all. We appreciate, again, all the support. As Chris said, much love. Peace.
See ya.